Assembly reba. Ebusianfo assembly reba. Na ohwe de ekoso a the special prosecutor at the nsema babetuja. Na nsem no efa the former NPA boss Mustapha Hamid. Na Mustapha Hamid make a revelation bia ende one hwe ya ebetumi epeja asem e de abre President Akufo Addo. Na asem ben special prosecutor na ba be detaili how Mustapha Hamid efeli say obe prove claim of a dan bia wo claim say Akufo Addo de channel. Now yen say Mustapha Hamid is undergoing trial. Special prosecutor no tremu a embra papa no obabe dane National Petroleum Authority penyin no obokro no. Na say investigation ni mu no mu ehu ne say ejapade bi a papa no embra na wo ba aban mu no uni. Na afei omo wieye no wababa nyina ejapade ne nyama bi nti no ehun nsem ene ye bisa na ejapade we unya ne sen sika ya odinya enunya free he ne nyama. Nti ejapade ne baako ene koba se Mustapha Hamid claimi se se ejapade ne de Akufo Addo na de che no edan Akufo Addo na de sa dan no che no. Na special prosecutor trim say Mustapha Hamid to me and provide proof to show say indeed Akufo Addo na de sa dan no che no won't me amfa prove amba. Nti amende investigations akomo a President Akufo Addo kra no ye be investigate no because ono no de dan na chew na won't me amfa prove amba e wo say ye de ono nso eye den e ba be ka ho ni hu bebi a dan no efri meboa. So basically no eno na aya asem a ende eba ende your first time ha subscribe na click the notification bell ne so oye ne say latest news bi aba won sa ebeka me be call story nim na makenkan na Ghana for atiase ye. But before that no miguswa esremo say there is a business fair coming off ewa China. You find the China Canton Fair. Now sa China Canton Fair ya ebe uye dwadini opese okọ China ekọkọ fa nyama mesre fa ho agim opese okọ China kokọ hwe weni so ade a fa ho agim na ope obi a obe process wo visa amount a visa processing no the cheapest ewo Ghana ha say rate ni the cheapest ewo Ghana ha Aquafil Ultra Global energy seme wo mu ene say omo be pe visa na ma we wie ansa na wetu aka atiase inti no frɛ wo mo ewo WhatsApp 026 797 4894. Mr. You get them on WhatsApp 026 797 4894. Na yeka business ho asemi odi sika ye business a wonye sika ne nso no sika ne wo se nyin wo se grow na da achi bi eboa nini na no so pese wo sika ekonenim enyi emawa ewo Ghana ha se ya investments. Na book na eda screen so na trail how to invest in this country. The Ghanaian ecosystem. Ghana has say no, the investment in this country is different from Mbrofofo no. This book is a practical guide that is going to show you where to put your money or where to place your money ewa Ghana ha. Pe book ni binato. Ope hard copy of the book a obetumi nya no Amazon. Obenya no the Ghanaian investor what type pepe obenya. If you want the soft copy, you want it very easy. WhatsApp 055-807-4986. 100 cedis pe. O WhatsApp and now free obenya book no. Atiase. And now there is a link in the comment box. O click here on sa ebeka. Very very simple. Inti yan konsem ni. I say former Chief Executive Officer of the National Petroleum Authority NPA, Dr. Mustapha Hamid, has reportedly failed to substantiate his claim that former President Nana Addo Akufo Addo gifted him a house while he was in office. The disclosure was made by the Director of Strategy, Research and Communication at the Office of the Special Prosecutor, Samuel Dakun, who said investigations revealed that the former NPA CEO possessed a house for which he was questioned. According to Dakun, Dr. Abdul Hamid, during interrogation, claimed the property was a gift from former President Akufo Addo, but failed to provide any reason for the alleged gift. It was here Akufo Addo na de dan chair no. You be say and then na why am Akufo Addo or de dan chair wa untumi nka hwe. Or say when he was asked to provide legal documentation to support the claim, the New Patriotic Party stalwart refused. Eka say okay, say Akufo Addo de dan chair wa, say be Akufo Addo ye lawyer. Say who Mustapha Hamid nin so no mean. Say I think the Mustapha Hamid nin so no ono so akọ law school, I stand to be corrected. Be Akufo Addo ye lawyer. MPP for them ye lawyers. Documentation were here at the end of say Akufo Addo na de dan chair because obi de dan chair obi a. On say also documentation in nyama because so. And then a tre said dan ye de achew. On for documentation in ba we refuse it. When to me and for documents be amba metre indeed ye the dine channel. I say his lawyers subsequently intervened, arguing that the demand amounted to harassment and insisting that the questioning be halted. Inti Juan and the lawyers ni be mu masa o harassing no dodo o harassing no aden now. Also, he continued, under OSP law, where a public officer fails or refuses to declare assets that are later traced to him, the OSP may apply for forfeiture. They forget that a person can be investigated for other offenses while standing trial. That is their confusion, not an OSP creation. Also, one of the properties in question is a house, which Mustapha Hamid claims was a gift from former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo. However, he has failed or refused to provide documents to support this claim. These are matters the office wants him to address, but his lawyers are claiming harassment. Dakun and Anadakun wrote on Facebook. Dakun also described the response as unsatisfactory and indicated that the OSP would demand documentation in subsequent meetings. He cautioned that consequences would follow if the property was found to have been acquired illegally. Dr. Mustapha Abdul Hamid and 9 others are currently facing 54 corruption-related charges brought by the OSP, with a case before the courts to determine the fate of the accused persons. You know, because Mustapha Hamid is refusing to speak on it or refusing to provide any documentation on a dino, and then Amende are opening up President Akufo Addo for investigations. So for anyone who does not understand what's going on, and say no. President Akufo Addo today has been opened up for investigations because of Adewe. Achase. Because you see an yebeshim, indeed Akufo Addo na de dan chair wana. If the special prosecutor wants to even go further, ombe investigations ebisa say di enti an Akufo Addo de chair. Because you see one thing they say, so we read it, and I'm always going to reference this because so far that is the only book I've reading. I'm going to always mention this because so far that's the only book I've been reading, or the only book I've read on Ghana's political scene. Now the book I'm talking about, Manasseh Azori book, our trophy President Akufo Addo hono. So we read this our book now. Bet yes, Mustapha Hamid was actually President Akufo Addo's aide. At a point in time, now a President Akufo Addo need aide. It is not, the truth is, it's not out of place. Say President Akufo Addo be say wo che ne dan. Because nkrofo bebre a wo mo ye adwuma emma eye nkrofo no ye chiche omo nyama bebre. And especially President Akufo Addo wo hwe bebi a wakwa kodu as president ne nyama. In fact, I mean, we have big men in this country. Oyo adwuma mo at a point in time, oyo adwuma mo edu bebi a omo to me chew a dine to me chew a car any nyama. So it is not out of place. No one is saying it is out of place. In fact, it is not out of place. Why would you make crano? Be sure so what for be cry be a watch and a car ni bibi. It is not out of place. Say Akufo Addo beche Mustapha Hamid dying. But there is a possibility. Says I die now will claim say ye dia chen na crano. Ebi a President Akufo Addo crano when declare one asset mu. Eye dan ebi a illegally ya acquire. And I say Mustapha Hamid use Akufo Addo din keke. edi saving ne ho ebi ono ankasa na wato ne dan a dan no onim say pay a woje no eni kwan so tumi to sa dan no ene nde wodi Akufo Addo din because onim say me okoka say Akufo Addo na che me dan na ebi a wo mo begyan no enti mimi feel say asem na waka no it is opening him up and it is opening Akufo Addo also up for investigations because say ya Akufo Addo a che dan na boni enimu a di enti na afi o lawyers claim say ye harass. And then send Yamaka, no, President Akufo Addo is an astute lawyer. Even though some people no claim say Akufo Addo has never been to law school and all that, but for the record, he has been an attorney general in this country before. So I mean, we can't take that away from him. He is an astute lawyer. Onimgana mra. It is a President Akufo Addo Ocha Odanya. Del onim. Say I was said documentation kan ho on to me gas me chew dan kisa keke because I don't know so ko chew sa keke kra na no wan fan chew because o si o chew dan na wa chew dan a documentation be kan ho nti onim said that chi bi asem bi betumi aba say to me ba on be hu ni say oh documentation ni e tre say dan na ye me dia ono no de che me nti say ye say o chew dan na afei ye say fa documentation bra na ye bo achi bi din na on pesa o de be ba you've opened the Akufo Addo up. And if President Akufo Addo nso nim say won chair wodan na wakwa ko yusu ni din say wa chair wodan, this is the time on so we say wo ba bon tebeka say hey Mr. No man chair ni dan bia. But will President Akufo Addo do that? I don't think so. But this is quite an interesting story eba, and we want to wait for that. We want to see how the investigation is going to go. And then our first time or subscribing, now click the notification bell on so. Medasi.